Okay, welcome. Let's see who jumps in. A few people joining. Welcome. Just want to welcome everybody from all corners of this wonderful planet of ours, because I do know that there's quite a few of you that join from all over the place. Taylor joined. Okay, there's a few people that are jumping in. So today we're gonna speak about energy balls, okay, or PSI ball or psi ball, that a lot of people like to call them. Okay, good evening from Awesome. Okay, a few people are jumping in. So energy balls, what are they? I'm just going to wait a little bit for more people to jump in. What are they and how can we use them? So energy actually balls are something that, or psi balls, are something that, believe it or not, we all have the ability and capability of creating. And when you do create it, thank you for those hearts. You guys can keep pushing more so we can get more people on board here. The more energy we put into this ball, we can actually program it to do whatever it is that we want it to do, believe it or not. Okay, so I'm going to show you a quick way of how I do it. There's obviously multiple ways of doing this, but I'm going to show you my favorite way. Okay, so this is the way we do an energy ball. Okay, we quickly rub our hands like this. You guys feel free to do it right here, and then we just let it rub really fast for whenever we feel the friction and the heat. We can just stop, clap like 3-4 times, and just put your hands like this, about, I don't know, 3-4 inches apart. Okay, and then when you do this, hello Ma, how are you? When you do this, Panilico is here, hello my friend. Just feel the energy building between it. Now you can start moving this, okay, slowly but gently, and as you are creating this ball, it's going to feel like a ball actually. You can shape it into any shape that you want. You can make it as big as you want. Okay, believe it or not. You can make it even as big as your body and even bigger, and you can actually let it engulf you. So, while you are doing this, I want you to spend as much time and energy, okay, and focus on creating this ball. Okay, so once you have created this ball, happy Independence Day. Yes, my friends, October 28th. Thank you for the reminder. Once you have created this ball of energy and it feels good and powerful to you, what you want to do is you want to actually create an outer shell. Okay, and you do this just by actually thinking about it and thinking about the energy building around the shell. So it would feel kind of like, you know how the egg is? It's got like a little shell, and then on the inside you have, you know, everything else that goes with it. So in this case, you would just fill it up with energy. And believe it or not, once you have it in this position and it feels good to you, and you've given it enough energy, you will know when you've given it enough energy. Okay, you can program it. This is the best thing. So what do I mean by program it? You can basically tell it to do anything you want it to do. Again, I would want you to use this obviously for good purposes, okay, not to harm others. Okay, this is only to create good towards other people. So once you have created this ball, you program it. For example, you would say, I want to heal Susan. I want to heal Sally, whatever. Or I want Sally to feel good. Something. Doesn't matter what program you do. Okay? And you simply just let it go. Just like you would let a bird go. You know, like let's say you're holding a pigeon or something and you just let it go. That's the way you would let it go. And forget about it. Just let it go and forget about it. And trust me, you would be surprised at what kind of energy you just released. Of course, the more time you spend with it, the more energy you feed it, the more powerful this will become. And the more powerful this will become, the more results you are going to have. Okay? So, if you want, you can do it right now. You can just sit there, okay? Rub your hands together really, really fast. Okay? By the way, share this video, guys. Feel free to share it so we can have more people on board. This is valuable information. You can share it. You can put, your love hearts out there so more people can jump in. So you can quickly do this until you feel the heat, like I said. And as you are feeling the heat, you can clap, 3-4 times, just feel the heat. And then after that, you can just let it expand. You will feel it like a ball. You move your hands gently back and forth like you would like an accordion or something. You know what I mean? Just move it back and forth and feel its energy. And as you are feeling this energy, you can program it at the same time, but before you program, you want to make sure that you have built that outer shell, so when you let it go, the energy doesn't disperse. Okay? And like I said, after that, you just really thank you for that. Love your content, really interesting. Thank you, Anne Joanne. Arnie, I should say. Yes, so you can just fill it with energy. Create the shell first, okay, fill it with energy, and then you put your intention, which is the programming basically, and you simply let it go. Now the key to this, when you do program your ball, okay, you need to be specific about it. Thank you, Wesley, for that. You need to be specific about it, and you need to give it short and sweet commands or programs, as I like to call them. Okay, so for example, if you're going to program your ball, you're not going to give it 3-4 different things to do. You're not going to say, I want to heal Susan, and I want Susan to get rich, and I want Susan to call me tomorrow. No. You just give it one task, one simple task, and you let it go. If you need to do something else, you can always create another energy ball or psi ball, okay, and program it and send it out. All right, so let's see, any comments here that you wonderful people would want to talk about? I know it's Independence Day in Greece today. That's actually awesome. Ma's in the house, of course. Where are you from? AJ is asking. Good question. I'm living in Canada right now, but I am originally from Greece. I was born in Athens. So, what else do we have here? You guys are a quiet bunch today. Nobody wants to say anything. I started speaking about energy and programming energy balls, and all of a sudden everybody went silent. Puffy Mouse, okay. Hello, wise old sir. I'm late to the party. How can start learning telekinesis? I'm 36 from. Alright, so telekinesis, my friend, Puffy Mouse, thank you for, obviously you've seen some of my videos. It all has to do with energy and focus and concentration. As I was saying earlier, I just started off by explaining how you can actually create an energy ball. But before you can create an energy ball, you need to be able to feel this energy. And while there are multiple ways of feeling this energy, I just gave you one of my favorites, which is very simple because it doesn't require any mental visualization on your part. All it takes is just rubbing your hands really fast until you feel some heat or friction. Then, clapping a few times. Thank you for that. Clapping a few times so you can get, your blood flowing and then just putting your hands about 3 to 4 inches apart, something like that, and just gently, move them up and down. And the minute you do that, you will feel this energy. Now, the more time you spend doing this, okay, the more energy you will build, okay, and you can expand it, okay, and if you want to compress this energy, imagine it like a soccer ball or a football, something like that, and you just compress it, and you can bring it down to the size of, let's say, a baseball or a tennis ball. It all depends on how compressed you want it. So telekinesis is nothing different. One way of doing it is by connecting with this energy and being able to push it or make it, pull. Another way is a way of intention. You just intend the object to do whatever you want it to do. But before you make any intention, you have to connect with it. Okay, so telekinesis is not something that you're going to learn in 5 minutes. It is a long process, and it takes patience and a lot of practice. So Los Angeles, California is in the house. Hello. Glad to have LA in the house. Thank you for the roses. The PSI ball can be used for telekinesis. Yes, it can, Panilico. Thank you for asking. It certainly can. There's multiple ways of doing telekinesis. Okay, I'm late from Ghana. No, you're not late, actually. Thank you for that. You are perfect. You just joined the party in a perfect time. How are you? I'm doing fine. Thank you for asking, my wonderful friend. Stripe pipe, I love it. Okay, and you sent me some beautiful roses. I love you guys. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Awesome. So, Panilko saying, concentrate in a relaxed manner in the space between your palms. Tune in with breath. Absolutely. Those are some very, very good tips. Panilko himself, actually, you can go and check out his page on TikTok as well. He shows some very, very interesting things on telekinesis himself. He is doing very, very well at it. He's been doing it for a while. And everything you see, folks, is absolutely real. There's no point in trying to deceive anybody. Halo Angel is on board. Thank you. I love the pumpkin just in time for Halloween. Thank you for that. Okay, I love that. Thank you. So Anne Joanne is asking how to word the programming of the ball. Do I state it as done or like a wish? Okay, so this is very, very interesting and a very good question, Anne. And in general, the way you would communicate with the universe is you would state it as something being done. Okay? And I get that, and that's the proper way of doing it. So when you send the ball out, okay, you don't really send it as a wish. You just send it as more like a command, okay, if I should use that word. It's more like a program. So you're sending the ball out, and you are saying, I'm giving you a task to do, basically, in your mind, but you don't actually tell this to the ball. But that's the mindset. It's like I'm giving you a task to do, and I expect this task to be done. So basically, yes, you're programming it. Thank you for that. And when you send it out, you expect it to happen. So it's like it's already happened. Okay? But no wishing. No. Just expect it to be done. Puffy Mouse, I'm too lazy to do any meditation or exercise. Is it necessary? No, it is not. And like I said, it is not necessary to do meditation. I get it. There's a lot of people that don't like it. The best way out of meditation is to simply become present and fully aware of the moment. Because when you become present and fully aware of the moment, many of you might have heard me say this numerous times before, what happens is you are giving your mind a task to do. You're giving your mind the task of being present and aware of what's happening. The minute you give your mind this, guess what happens? It stops thinking about everything else. And all the clutter that's in your mind just, for a while at least, it goes down. And this is the purpose of meditation as well. Okay? So in meditation, you observe your thoughts, you observe your images. When you become fully aware, it's the same process, so therefore you get the same results. You can do both, though, and that would be even a bonus. Absolutely. Thank you for the pumpkin. Thank you, dear brother. No problem, Panilko. Scarfaholic says, thank you for sharing your knowledge with us. You're more than welcome. Everything that I share with you, try it out for yourself and see what method works for you. Okay? Like I said, even about creating an energy ball, or the psi wall we call it, okay, or PSI ball, whatever you want to call it. There are different methods of doing it, and certain people are more comfortable in doing certain, things in a certain way. I just showed you the quickest way that I know of, which is simply just to, really feel the friction, so you can feel the heat. Clap your hands a few times and just put it, like 3, 4, 5 inches, whatever, apart, and just, start feeling that energy. And it's going to feel like a ball to you, and you can mold it, of course. It doesn't necessarily have to be a ball. We just call it that. Believe it or not, you can make it into any shape you want. You can make it a rectangle. You can make it a pyramid. You can make it into anything you want. It doesn't matter. It's all about energy. Peace and blessings from northern Minnesota. Thank you, my friend. Off-grid 10 years. Wow, that's amazing. Okay, Jimmy Joe says, relax. I just want to take some pictures. Awesome. Take as many as you want. Thank you. Strike Pipe is on board again. Thank you for sharing this. Thank you for your answer. You're more than welcome. Again, guys, folks, it is very, very important, and I'm going to say this again, that when you create an energy ball, okay, and you program it for the good of others, or for the good of yourself, okay? You don't program these balls to hurt anybody or to harm anybody, because this is not what I'm teaching. This is not what I'm about, okay? I share this knowledge just so we can better our lives, just so we can better other people's lives, and help as much as possible in just bringing the whole humanity, or the whole planet, up to a different level, a higher level of consciousness, okay? This is what this is about. It's not about controlling others. It's not about using others. It's not about doing harm to others, okay? Always use it. Hello, my friend. Thank you. Always use it for the good of others, yourself, and on a universal scale. Always ask before you do something, how does that benefit anybody, okay? That should be your mindset. So, Panilko says, yes, the universe is mental. The mind manifests through intention with visualization. 1000%, my friend. Totally on board with that. Totally agree with you. So, it's all about serious intention and fully believing you can do it. Actually, you know what? The word belief, I wouldn't even put it there. Just consider it done. Okay? Because when you throw the word believe, it's like it's not done. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with the word believing. It's just you're sending the sense that it's not done. You want it to be done, so it's already done. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. Yes, I love being in the present. 1000%. Thank you. So, do you believe crystals contain energy too, especially clear quartz? 1000%. Yes. I've actually everything around us contains energy. Some items, or some stones or crystals contain more energy than other things. Of course, it's just like anything else. But everything around us is energy. Quartz crystals, yes, they are amazing. I actually, maybe I should do a video on that too. I actually like to put them on my palm of my hand, and from the distance, just again, make them jump. It's just something amazing, or make them roll, depending on the shape of them, right? And it's just something amazing. And I do it on my hand, and not necessarily on a table that I would do with other things, because I just simply like the feeling. Like, for some reason, when I do it on my hand, I can even feel it vibrating before it actually moves, and I can actually feel it heating up, if that makes sense. If anybody else has experimented with crystal quartz, please let me know, because at least that's what I'm feeling. So the mind manifests a vision in your mind into reality. 1000%. My friend, you are so on to this. You're so good. Don't worry, be happy, 1000%. How do I begin? Okay, so how do you begin? Are we talking about creating the ball? Is that what we're talking about? I guess that's what you're talking about. So again, I'm going to explain it really, really quick. If you want to create a psi ball, an energy ball, I love calling it an energy ball, right? You simply take your hands, okay, you rub them really, really fast. You slap them together like 3-4 times, okay, and then you just put your hands about 3 to 4 inches apart. The minute you do this, you're going to feel the energy instantly. But now, this is not the end of it. This is where it begins. So from there, you just slowly move it up and down, and you can make this as big as you want, okay? The more you do this, I would suggest you sit there for like 10, 15, thank you for that, 10, 15 minutes minimum, okay, in building this energy. But the more time you spend, the more you will build it, the more you're going to compress it. But before you send it out, you need to put like an outer shell on it. What does that mean? It doesn't mean anything. You just visualize like a shell of an egg on the outside, so it can just contain it. Because if you build this energy ball and then you just let it go, it will disperse. Okay, so you want it to be like a balloon, right? You have a balloon, and on the inside you have air, right? That's what you want it to be like. So you kind of create the shell, and then from there you program it and you let it go like you would let go a bird, and forget about it. Just let it go after that. So, however, clear intention and 100% focus is needed. Being in the now, whether, yes, absolutely, you are totally correct, my friend. Greetings, greetings. Wow, I got a lot of messages here. I got to catch up with your message. Have you written a book we can buy, please? Thank you for asking. I am in the process of writing one, actually. And I have a funny feeling it's not going to be the only one. When it's ready, I will let you guys know. Tell how you move objects with energy. So again, Rodney, thank you for the question, or the statement actually. I've said it many times before, there are multiple ways you can do this. One way, of course, is to connect with it, okay? And what I mean connect is to fully understand its presence, to fully understand that it's there, to fully understand its energetic signature, okay? That's what I mean by connect. And then when you connect with it and you feel almost like it's like you and the object are one, if that makes sense, right? From there you send your intention to it and the object will follow. But at the same time, this takes practice, okay? So don't be discouraged if you just try it out and you can't do this, because it takes time, effort, practice, and it takes a lot of patience, I should say, okay? So that's what it is about telekinesis, my friend. Can you say something about telekinesis one more time? You guys are really into this telekinesis thing, right? Another way you can do it is you can picture the object and you can picture the energy that I just showed you how to build, okay, with like the energy ball. In this case, you would have like a similar energetic field in your hand, and you would just visualize this energy moving from your hand and pushing the object. You can do it like that as well. There's multiple ways, okay? You got to try different methods and see which one works for you. Okay, you are the best. Thank you, BM Mobile. I appreciate that. It's about empowerment of self and assisting others. Panilko, I totally agree with you. You're so wonderful. Can you take a piece of small grass or anything and move it quickly? It's not about that, my friend. Besides, I'm outside, and if I even decided to do something like that, there is a little bit of wind here, breeze, and everybody would say, hey, he moved it because there's wind around. Maybe another time, when the environment is more, not so open, not so windy, I should say. I have to have neutral superpower. Absolutely. Are you downloading at the moment of this live video? Thank you for asking. And I noticed earlier you asked if I was going to do a live. I didn't respond to you because I was about to jump on the live as you actually messaged me. So there are times that I do get downloads. There are other times that I just don't get those downloads because I'm focusing on whatever I am doing at the present moment. And right now, I'm doing what I'm doing with you folks. But if anything does come down, I will share it with you. So, exactly right. Belief is different from knowing. Yes, 1000%. Believing is 1000% different than knowing. Knowing is knowing. It's like you know you're here. You know what is happening right now. Okay, knowing is much different than believing. And that's why I put it in like that earlier when I mentioned about believing. There's nothing wrong with believing. Don't get me wrong. It's just we gotta be conscious of the messages that we're sending to the universe. Okay? Because what we send out is what we reap, believe it or not. Yes, I'd love a video of that. Awesome. Okay. You guys want another video of telekinesis, I see. Are there people that cannot do this, or is it open to everyone? So Star is asking. Star, it is open to everyone. Okay? Nobody has more special powers than anybody else. Okay? We all have certain capabilities that are, better than others. For example, there are people that can run faster than other people. There are people that are better at certain things. This is just because they put their focus there and they became better. Okay, but like I've said before, where you put your focus and your energy, this is what's going to grow. This is what's going to evolve for you. Thank you for that, Bloom. So if you put your focus and energy on telekinesis, for example, then this is what's going to happen. It will grow. So what happens if I use the energy ball? Bloom and Passion is asking, what happens if I use the energy ball on someone who I know is a very negative, bad person? So in this case, what you would want to do is to help this person not be so very negative and so bad, as you call him or call her, right? You can definitely use this ball and you can program it to better this person. Or I would say maybe the better term would be maybe to make this person more aware, because it is about creating awareness after all. So in order for somebody to become better, they have to become aware that their behavior is not so good. I would definitely use it for this, yes. All right. You're the most amazing human I know to make you a God figure, but you actually awesome. Thank you, Camila. I really, really appreciate your wonderful comments. You guys are amazing. So, Puffy House, how many years have you kept this secret before TikTok came along? Many, actually. Thanks for asking, Puffy House. Many, actually. But it's not actually a secret. A lot of my relatives would see me doing this around the house, even as we would be sitting, watching TV or whatever. I wouldn't be even watching TV. I would be focusing on something, and I would just boop, make it fall. And then they would look at me and says, "What are you doing again? Are you monkeying around?" "Yeah, I'm just playing around. I'm bored. I don't want to see the TV." Amazing stuff like that. Yes. I just decided to share it now because I want to create awareness to people that anybody can do this. Okay, if you practice on it, anybody can do it. Just like when you were a baby, you had to learn how to crawl before you stood up. Then once you stood up, then you had to learn how to walk, and then from walking you had to learn how to run, and so on. Okay, it's a process. Thank you, Pauline. Thank you for saying that. Popcorn, I love it. Now, having said this, if anybody wants to, anybody not following me on TikTok, you can go right ahead and follow me on TikTok, of course. And you can also hit the notifications icon, so every time I do upload a video, you can be the first to hear about it. You can also follow me on YouTube and Instagram. The reason for that is I actually get these lives and I upload them on YouTube, as many of you know that are here. And of course I upload other stuff on YouTube too, not just these lives. Alright, so Dale says this world is energy school. Everyone should be learning how to manipulate energy in order to pass. So that is a very, very interesting statement, Dale, because I totally agree with you on this. Okay, you came here to learn about energy, actually, and even though we are masters in many other domains, literally, we are masters of energy. This one we chose because the energy in this planet is a lot more dense. Okay, so dense energy means you need to figure out a better way around working with it. Okay, so in other words, you got to become better in order to move dense energy. Okay, and this is one of the tasks that we're here to do as well. 1000%. Yes, it's just like playing. 1000%. So Donna's saying my dad used to do that and also heal with the energy. Awesome. Yes, Donna. So this energy is not just about moving objects. It's not just about telekinesis. It's not. It's just about learning how to play with energy, and in this case, also use it to heal others, like your father was doing. He knew that he had this, and he used it to benefit others and himself, and this is remarkable. This is what I'm talking about. The same thing you can do with the energy balls that I was talking earlier. You can take them, you can create them, and then you can just simply let them go after you've programmed them into doing something good. So in this case, you can heal somebody from the distance. You know, you can be in New York, and somebody you love could be in Melbourne, Australia, for example, and you can send them this loving energy in a ball form, and you can be rest assured that it will get to that person and it will do what you programmed it to do. Thank you, Panilko. Yes, that's exactly what I was just saying right now. You read my mind. Can you also use the PSI ball for assisting healing? 1000%. That's what I was just mentioning. Puffy House says, where did you learn this? Awesome. This is all, like I said, from just being present and in the moment. I get downloads, I get visions, I get emotions, I get all kinds of feelings, but it mostly comes in a form of a download. So I want to do this for a new job, but at home. So then you program the energy ball to do exactly that. Okay, in this case, you would send it out to the job that you want, the people that are in charge, for example. You would send it out there, and you would just simply program it to create your new livelihood that you want to do. Rodney, thank you kindly. You're more than welcome. Can you show us an example of your telekinesis? Adam says. That'd be awesome. I should do it, like I said earlier, in an environment where it's not as open and windy, so then you guys don't say that, you know, it's the wind doing it, right? But like I said before, the purpose of doing these videos is to empower you and to make you understand that you all have these capabilities. Sometimes, believe it or not, in order to move something, you could be looking at it for a good 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes even. You know what I mean? Before you can even actually see something happening. In some cases, I get lucky. I can make something move within, 30 to 40 seconds, sometimes a minute or two. It all depends on the object, of course, and my mental clarity at the moment. So, the grass question was asked for me, haha. Awesome. I didn't realize that, but thank you for sharing that. I need a superpower. Actually, you don't need a superpower. You don't need anything. Just the fact that you are here on this planet and you are communicating with us right here is actually a superpower, believe it or not. We should feel blessed that we are here and grateful, okay? AJ says, I love your teachings. When do you go live? Oh, I love it. Thank you. You guys are so wonderful. Please, if you want to share this, go ahead and share it. Again, if you want to get more people on board, push some more likes out there. And if you want to subscribe to my actual TikTok, you can subscribe while I am live as well. Okay? So, how do I understand how to heal my own mind? doing stuff for others is so easy. So just by creating more awareness, okay, just becoming more present. Thank you for all those hearts. Just becoming more aware and more present will bring you clarity, okay? And whatever questions you might have, Camila, actually you would be surprised at the answers that you get. It's really mind-blowing. So like I said, Bloom and Passion, what happens if I want to use an energy ball on a very unkind person? So if you want to use the energy ball on a very unkind person, I hope you mean that you want to, make this person a better person, right? Not to hurt him. So in this case, I would definitely use the energy ball to make this person a better person. 1000%. There's nothing wrong with that. It is available and more developed. For some, one can lose it for missing it. Yes, you're right, Panilko. Thank you for sharing the live, Camila. I really appreciate that. The energy is sentient. Yes, it is. Very sentient. Okay, so John says your thoughts on the weaponization of PSI powers to control folks. No. Like I said before, the idea of having a PSI ball is not to control folks. It is to create a better lifestyle or better conditions for other folks, or empowering them. Let's say if somebody's sick, you want to heal them, okay? If somebody is having a hard time financially, you want to help them out. If somebody is depressed, you want to help them out. That is the idea of these PSI balls, and not to control somebody. Ma is asking, I feel stuck. What do you suggest? Like I've said to you, Ma, I love this, but my suggestion would be to simply realize that if you feel stuck at a certain scenario, that means there is a lesson for you to learn wherever you are stuck. Okay, go back and see, even maybe, I don't know, sometimes you got to go back years, right, and see what the common denominator is. You're going to see a pattern repeating itself over and over and over again, okay? Once you have seen this pattern, sometimes you don't need to do anything. You just got to become aware of it. And once you become aware of it, just do the, oh, that's what it is. And it just, boom, resolves itself. And then from there, Ma, what's going to happen is you're going to move on to your next chapter, okay? Because you never reach a certain point and say, oh, I'm here and I got it. It never ends like that. It doesn't end. It's an ongoing process. We grow, we evolve, we expand. Okay, so you're never stuck. Everything happens for a reason. We are walking towards singularity and age of enlightenment. Thank you, Panilko. 1000%. You are totally right. United Macedoni, tell us something about self-confidence and how to be better. Thank you. So self-confidence, again, comes from a place of awareness. Okay, a place of being here in the present moment. And believe it or not, the minute you become aware, your confidence just naturally builds, okay, because who you really are is a very confident being in itself, okay? And how to be better? Well, better just is a matter of opinion, really, right? So just be the best version of you. That's all you need to worry about. Just whatever you do, okay, try to do something that makes you happy. When you do something that makes you happy, okay, your body is just gonna, it's just, it's gonna love it. Your whole body is gonna vibrate, like literally, you know what I mean? Or tingle, because it knows you are on the path that you want to be. And that's how you become better, all right, and self-confident. Everything hidden will be revealed. We live in the age of fast knowledge, 1000%, my friend, and internet. What we do with the knowledge is not, or not, is our choice. Absolutely. It is our choice. What do you think about dowsing rods? So, they are a tool, okay? That's all they are. There's no magic in it. It's just a way of you communicating, in this case, with your subconscious or inner being, higher being, whatever you want to call it. They are tools, and yes, they can work actually very well. How do you manipulate energy by thoughts? Simply just by thinking the same thought that you want to, the thing that you want to happen, you just simply picture it and think about it and accept it as being real. Hey, Mr. Wisdom, I hope you remember me. Wise man. Awesome. Thank you. So telekinesis is a tool to gauge, yes, our own energy levels and concentration. That's all it is. Cheryl is here. Nice to see you live. I'm happy to see that you are here. I hope you're doing very, very well at whatever part of, I don't know if you're in Alberta these days or BC, but I'm certainly following you, and I love to see your journey. Thank you for connecting, my friend. Can I post a website of a man that's doing energy work all around the world? He is the best. Absolutely, you can post anything you like. How would you describe a download? So download basically is just like anything else. It's just a thought that you would get, but this thought, you know that it's not coming from you. It's like a thought that comes from, because it's not the way you would normally think. That's what a download is. Can I see your energy ball and what it is made of? Cheryl, you can create an energy ball. I don't actually have a crystal ball, if that's what you mean, because I know that you are into crystals and stuff like that. Cheryl is actually very, very good with crystals, and she's one of my friends that I just adore having around and talking to. What can you tell us about people who feel the pain when others fall and hit each other? So this is what I would call an empath, and a lot of times, empaths are people that get so caught up with the pain of others that they sometimes forget their real personality and their real emotions. Okay, they're empaths. They just need to learn how to control, or need to learn how to separate their thoughts from others' feelings and emotion. Absolutely. Just move. Absolutely. Be brave. Don't be afraid even to die or ashamed. Wise man. Awesome. One needs the necessary energy required for that given task and the correct and tested method. Absolutely. Thank you. Wow, I'm getting so many comments here. I love it. Absolutely. My internet isn't the greatest, so you're cutting out. Sorry to hear that. I'm sure if I'm cutting out, I am going to upload it at some time on my YouTube channel, so you might catch it there. Hi, Mr. Wisdom. I'm glad to see you this way. Thank you, wise man. I love it. Jordan is in the house. I love to watch you. Thank you very, very much. Of course. Puffy House says, I have a superpower for intention and a small voice that I've learned to listen to that guides me. And that's all you really, really need to move on. Thank you for sharing that. Scarfaholic says, you're an amazing teacher. I cannot wait to buy your book when it is released. Thank you for that, my friend. I will let you know. Okay, but my dreams have been so realistic on telekinesis that I believe it happened when I wake up. And it did happen, because like I said, when you actually sleep, you are not sleeping, okay? Your body is asleep, but who you really are does not sleep, because you don't need to sleep. You are more than just energy. So what happens in that case, you travel around, you move to other dimensions, maybe other realities of even your current self in other realities. And when you do stuff there, it's like you're doing them in this reality. Trust in the voice, 1000%. Do you think that someone can harm you by negative thoughts or by doing some kind of magic on you? So that's a great question. No, nobody can actually hurt you. Nobody can actually harm you. But they can influence you, okay? So they can influence your thoughts. And sometimes, like I was saying about the empaths, so somebody sends you a thought, or in this case, an energy ball, and you pick up this message. Now you got influenced. Okay, so it's not necessarily that they sent you something and you got it and you got, hurt or something from it. It's because you actually got influenced and you believed into whatever was happening, and you create your reality, because we create our own reality, believe it or not. So many people are known for that. Awesome. Okay, the post you did with the train 5588 was on it. Played pick for came close but being seen 55588. So the train that you saw, that was an actual engine number. The 5588 is here in Windsor, Ontario. It's down by the riverfront, and anybody can walk by and see it. Actually, it's enclosed. There's a whole story and history about that train, the 5588 that you saw. That was the actual name of the train. Love your page. Thank you, my friend. John says, build your state of being, level of thought, and level of thought energy, 1000%. I want Peace River and Red Earth held accountable for their crimes against me and my kids. Okay. Hi from Scotland. Where will we go after we die? Well, this is it. You go wherever you want to go, believe it or not. You always have a choice, and you are the one in control. Okay? So wherever you want to go, you go. Cheryl says, thank you. I'm in Alberta doing house sitting. House sitter south of Canada. I get it. Thank you for sharing, Cheryl. It's going to get cold in Alberta very, very soon, if it hasn't been cold already. So I wish you some heat, my friend. Okay, I'm sending you some heat, I should say. I like in the download to knowing without knowing. Haha, thank you, Panilko. I love you, man. Love watching your videos. Thank you, my friend. Julie is there. It's my internet. It is your internet. Don't worry. If I'm breaking out, like I said, you will catch this live uploaded on YouTube at some point. Cheryl says, I use my hands for healing also. Creator God, shamans, angels, guides come through us as we are. 1000%, my friend. And I've actually seen you do this in person, Cheryl. I have seen you do your magic on people, and I have seen you connect with all the energies that you mentioned above. Thank you for sharing, my friend. I am Macedonian. I'm not afraid. Awesome. Kandui channel, blessings to your family and all. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you, my friend. How long can you do a live event here? That's a good question. I'm not sure, but I know I have done lives that are way over an hour, Cheryl, and they go through. I think my longest live was probably like an hour and 15 minutes or something, and I didn't have any problems. So I don't know if that's according to creator, of course. I don't know if that's, every page is different. I'm not sure how TikTok monitors that, but I know personally that I've done lives for, excuse me, like an hour and 15, and I've never had any issues. You're more than welcome. Do you believe in repeating numbers? Absolutely, yes. They are there for you to pick up on their message. But like I've said before, these repeating numbers are repeating themselves for you and only you. So the meaning behind them is not a general meaning that you can just interpret for everybody. It is a meaning specifically for you. So you got to look at those numbers, and you got to understand what they mean for you and only you. But yes, they are they're there for a reason. Alan says you're from Windsor. Yes, sir, or yes, ma'am. In this case, I'm not sure, but yes, I am in Windsor. Come on, Thorn, we better get to work. Awesome. What is the meaning of validation? Whatever meaning you want to give it, okay? Everything is according to what we give it. So whatever it means to you, that's the meaning of it. Yasu, my friend, thank you for joining. Chris helps with energies attacking you. Awesome. Trying to catch all the messages here. Hi, sir. I want to know how to control our thoughts. Thank you for your sharing. I am from Benin. Okay, again, you never try to control your thoughts, because if you try to control your thoughts, this is Muriel, if you try to control your thoughts, it just won't happen, okay? It won't happen, because your thoughts are something that the more you try to pressure them into doing something, the more rebellious they become. The best way that you can do, the only thing that you can do is become fully present and in the moment, and you can meditate as well, okay? So in this case, what do? You see your thoughts, or you hear your thoughts, and you just observe them and let them go, and you realize you detach from them. You realize that you are not your thoughts. By doing this, your thoughts will naturally subside and naturally stop on their own without you trying to force anything. Because if you try to force them, not going to happen. What? Someone in Norway just broke the record in 14 days live stream. Wow. Wow. That's amazing. So, I was very awake for 7 years, but it all disappeared. Haven't felt anything in 2 years. You can always get it back. Don't be discouraged. Posista Polikala, thank you, my friend. What do you think about telepathy? Stefan is asking. Telepathy, just like anything else, is very, very real. Actually, who you really are in other dimensions, we don't have a voice. It's all done telepathically. So here we communicate the way we communicate because we were just brought up like that. Okay? But telepathy is very, very real. Hello, hello. Okay, thank you, sir, for sharing. I want to know how I can control my thoughts. Like I said, that's the way you do it. Okay, so I said good morning. I'm not saying good morning. Awesome, I love that. So Bloom and Passion says, what are your thoughts on the collective accession cycle of Earth and humanity? Is the upgrade happening? 1000%. The upgrade is happening, and this is what even this is all about. It's about creating a collective accession, okay? Because as we go forward, the Earth goes forward, and the whole universe goes forward, believe it or not. Thank you for asking that, Bloom and Passion. That's why the more aware we become, everything starts becoming better and better and better. Thank you for that. And believe it or not, the Earth as a planet has a consciousness of its own. Yes, it's not dead. The Earth is alive. Everything around us is alive. And just because we can't determine the fact that it has a conscience does not mean that it doesn't have one. It's just its conscious is different than ours, but it is conscious. Thank you, Bloom. Thank you for that. Okay, what is the meaning of new tourism in the fifth higher life on Earth? How can I cure this? By simply not trying to cure anything. Just let it be. Okay, Cheryl, thank you for educating and giving us your healing words and energy. When did you awake to our spiritual self? My friend, you've known me for a while, and the awakening journey, Cheryl, is actually not a journey that we ever reach. And what do I mean by that? I mean, yes, we all have different levels of awakening, okay, but it's not something that we reach and we say, oh, I just reached that, thank you for those wonderful roses. We can't say I reached that and it's the end, okay? It's an ongoing journey. It's a journey that we just keep expanding, keep growing, and at every phase that we come to, we come up with different challenges. So it's a never-ending journey, and my friend Cheryl, I consider you to be very awake as well, because I've seen the type of work that you do. I know the type of person you are, and I definitely know your heart, and I love you for this. Thank you, my friend. Okay, United Macedonia says, okay, COVID, do we need to get vaccinated? This is up to you. It's an individual choice, okay? For the greater collective, you figure out what is good, okay? So, if I closed my eyes, I can see a black and white in the room. What happened to me? So you see black and white when you close your eyes. Basically what happened to you, Elsa, my friend, is that you are probably just shifting into other realities or dimensions. That's providing that this happened to you while you were not on any I don't know, hallucinating drugs, I should say. If it was just from you and you see this, you're entering other dimensions. And while certain drugs can do the same, it all depends on what they are. Some people remember as soon as they're born. I awoke at 40 years old when my dad passed. Yes, Cheryl, and that is very, very common actually. Most of the time, something tragic has to happen for us in order to awaken. Thank you, Camila. Love you. Something tragic has to happen because it is at the lowest point of our lives. It's at that point where we consider it to be the darkest that we see the light, okay? And in order for us to see the light, which, by the way, the light is always there. It's just we pinch ourselves off it, okay? So at our darkest moment, we realize that we've pretty much hit rock bottom, and then we see the light. And thank you for sharing this, my friend. Your darkest moment is when you lost your daddy, your father. I know how close you were with him. And then from there on, your journey was a journey of, wow, an amazing one. You really did expand, my friend. So how do we do telepathy? Very good question, Camila. The best way to do it is to just simply, you do it first of all either early in the morning when the world is quiet, or late at night when the world is quiet again, and you try to communicate with somebody if you know that they are most likely sleeping or at a neutral state, because at that time when they are sleeping, it is the best time for you to send a message. So in this case, what you would do is you would simply picture that person, that they are in a happy state, okay, and they are good, healthy, vibrant, and then you would focus your energy on your third eye, okay, and then from there you would project a message to them that's got to be short and sweet, kind of like the energy ball, but this case is different. You would project the energy and you would see it, this message, you would see it leaving your forehead and entering their forehead, and trust the process. And this is what telepathy is, okay? Panilko saying Earth is shifting dimensions, material will not be as solid in coming months and years. 1000%, my friend. I agree with you. Any other questions we have here? So, another question, why is the universe allowing aggression such as Russia against Ukraine? So, this is the key, okay, because I've said it before, everything is happening for us and not to us. Everything is happening for the mass to wake up, for everybody to wake up, okay? This, I know that some people are dying, and war is not a good thing in our eyes, but on a universal scale, it is a must for people to ascend, to grow, for this earth to reach a different state of consciousness. Certain things have to happen, okay? And having said that, nobody ever dies. I'm going to repeat that. Nobody ever dies. This is a game, believe it or not. I'm not talking about the Russia-Ukraine war. I'm talking about whole life is a game. All right? Five points upset. Okay, not a problem. I see pink, like neon pink shapes. Yes, you got to let it be, my friend. Everything you got to let them be. But thank you for saying that, Busted. How do I look in the other dimensions? The way you want to look. Okay, it is your choice how and how to react. Thank you, Panilico. I appreciate that. So, Bev says, I hit low before I woke up, and I am glad I went through the rough lesson. 1000%. This is what happens. Like I said, we reach a low before we reach the high. Elsa, thank you. I know what it is, the problem. It's scary sometimes because, yeah. No, I meant how to look into them. Oh, how to look into the other dimensions. Thank you, Camila. By simply just being, again, for this one, you can either most likely meditate. It's probably the better solution for you. And when you meditate, you close your eyes. You're in a good, quiet place. You think of yourself you just picture yourself, okay? And then when you picture yourself, automatically what's going to happen is, it might take some time, you are going to see yourself in a different surrounding, different environment. And this is the key to unlocking these other dimensions. Try it out and tell me how this is going to work out for you. So I'm going to cut this short, folks. Thank you for connecting. Again, try this with the energy ball, like I said earlier. And I'm going to also post a video on it. Like I said, really, really fast. Do this, okay? Clap your hands, all right? Feel the energy. Build a shell. Release it with your intent. And just watch the magic happen. Okay, love and light. Thank you for connecting. No matter what you do, be the greatest you. Again, if you would love, you can just go and hit my follow. Hit a follow actually on my TikTok page. And you can hit the notifications icon, and you can follow me on YouTube and Instagram. Love and light to all. Thank you for all your wonderful questions. I love yous all. You are so vibrant, so connected, and so wonderful to be around with. Love yous. Bye for now.